I woke up while nature was sound asleep, so I could marvel at its kingdom. I strolled through its lush gardens and saw every little wonder up close. Here, you can dance with giants, discover a feast for the eyes, and a feast for the appetite. Walls that hold heroes' stories told me of their bravery, while sacred places blessed my journey. I roamed places that stood the test of time, and others that were there since the beginning.
Every day, I wake up to a feast. Where I can sink my teeth into history. Or shock my taste buds with something new. It's here I learned the color of sweetness, expanded my pantry, and my appetite. Every next bite only leaves you hungry for more.
I just woke up from the time of my life. It started with a major throwback. Then I got to meet the big shots. I found a sweet spot between cultures and hung out with the artsy crowd. I even picked up a few things along the way. After that, things kicked into overdrive. It started with a whirlwind through the streets, an unforgettable eats, a celebration of flavor in every bite, and an epic new party at every turn. The best thing about it here, the good times are never over.
morning, GPS TV. I'm Aya Fernandez, your online travel buddy. Join me as we navigate through your favorite destinations only here on GPS TV. Always make sure to hashtag go safe, go travel. Ay, parang nilalamig ako ngayon. Parang hindi dahil naka-sleeveless ako eh. Parang hindi rin dahil Burr month na, pero dahil yan sa mga guests natin ngayon. So ngayon, medyo parang meron na kayong clue because our guests for today will be coming from no other than the city of Pines. Yan, saktong-sakto din naman na sumabay sa simoy ng hangin ng Burr months ang pagbubukas ng Baguio ngayon. And kaya naman, Baguio, here we go, go, go! Yan, di ba? Talagang up na up yung intro ko kasi nga, up na sa upper places din ng ating mga guests for today. Kayo guys, what did you miss about Baguio? Ako na-miss ko personally pumunta dun sa Burnham Park. And, tsaka yung may mga lakes, yan, sa mga, yung merong swan, di ba? Yung merong boats to paddle around with your family or with your sweetheart. Ilan dyan sa ating mga viewers. So, miss nyo na ba yung mga usual na pasalubong na ubi jam? Strawberries, peanut brittle. Parang nagugutom na tuloy ako. O kaya yung inaabangan ng nanay ko. Yan, ito, yung malapad na walis. Tapos may nakasulat na Baguio City. O, diba? I'm sure na maraming nakaka-relate dyan. O kaya yung kutsara tindor na malalaki. Yan, galing Baguio yan. Tatak Baguio. O kaya naman yung mga cultural villages. Yun, nestled into the hilly mountains of Baguio where you can immerse yourself into the art and culture of our locals and our indigenous peoples. Kung miss nyo na wag na natin patagalin pa. We have invited some guests hailing from the city of Pines itself to talk about the new Baguio. So let's call on our special guests for today. For our first guest, we have the pioneer of V-Guide PH, Mr. Jopet Galvez.
Hi, Aya.
Hello,
Good day.
sir. Good day, mabuhay po.
Hi.
Next, we have the general manager of Camp John Hay, Mr. Ramon Cabrera.
Hi, Aya. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, Sir Mon. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Sino naman, we have the president of the Grand Sierra Pines Baguio, Mr. Joey Reyes.
Hi, good afternoon, Aya.
Hey, good afternoon. Next, we have the general manager of Le Monet Hotel, Miss CJ De Guzman.
Hi, Aya. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And last but not the least, we have the general manager of the Mines View Park Hotel, Mr. Jonathan Baroga.
Good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, Miss Aya.
Good afternoon. Yan. So, yan guys, nilalamig tayo sa mga guests natin ngayon. Tamang tutok lang online para sa mga latest trends and updates kung saan na nga ba pwede maglakwatsa. And of course, dito lang sa GPS TV para malaman natin yung latest updates para sa traveling in the new normal. Hello, mabuhay sa ating viewers sa Facebook and YouTube. Ito na, tatanungin ko na kayo. Excited ako kasi talagang it's been a long time since I've been to Baguio. What are the health and safety protocols for tourists in the new normal of the City of Pines? So, let's start with Miss CJ.
Okay, so if you watched news on TV and you heard it on the radio, the city came up with the Visita system. And then for the health protocols, for tourists, it is really a requirement for us to have our PCR test or our antigen test. But it's good news with the help of Sir Mon Cabrera. We have our own testing facility inside Camp John Hay. So let's give a warm of applause sa tulong ng the manner then for all hotels to have the guests or their guests checked at their facility.
Okay, sige. So PCR or antigen. How much po if magpapatest ka mismo sa Baguio na? Sir Mon?
For antigen test, we charge 1,300 per person, and For RT-PCR, we charge 1,007.
Okay. Wow. So is there a difference before we go to Baguio? Meron bang difference if we need to take the test in Baguio or like meron ba kaming kailang i-contact? Like iba ba yung entrance namin if sa Baguio kami mag-test or meron na kaming presented na test?
Well, normally, with this visita, you have to go online. You have to create an account. What yung sinabi kanina ni CJ sa Bisita, and then you have to visit the app at bisita.baguio.gov.ph, and then you can have your PCR or antigen test done in Manila. However, it should be valid like 72 hours prior to your arrival.
Okay.
And if you don't have it, upon arrival, we offer the facilities at our screening facility at Camp Janhay.
Clarify ko lang para sure na sure kasi alam kong maraming kating-kating ang pumunta ng Baguio ngayon eh. Pag wala ka pang test, diretso ka sa Camp John Hay.
Kailangan mag-online ka muna and do your application sa baguio.bisita.gov.ph. Then go online.
And then, in addition to the information shared by Mr. Cabrera, Miss Aya, there are two options. If you're a visiting tourist, you may visit the Visita app, and then you can register there. But for essential traveler, you can still, I think, register at baguio.gov.ph.
Baguio.gov.ph.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Miss CJ. Sir Jopet, parang kailangan nyo kong tulungan dito sa susunod kong sasabihin. Follow up daw sa, sige, let's draw up a map where is your hotel located. Yung kulwari, papasok pa lang tayo sa Baguio. And balita ko po kasi sanay kayo sa virtual tour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've been doing that for months na. It's a baby ng aming company. So, nung nag-lockdown, yan yung ating innovation. Yeah. But for those tourists who would want to go to Baguio, of course, if you are coming from, example, if they're from the Visayas or from Mindanao, they can just take a flight going to Naiya. So, we have, they will have to just take 246 kilometers from Naiya. 260 kilometers from Ninoy Aquino International Airport, and then endure the 4-hour drive, almost 4-hour drive, taking the expressway. If they'll be flying to a Clark International Airport naman, 162 kilometers yan, and perhaps around 3 hours or 2.5 to 3 hour drive taking Marcos Highway. Kasi I think for now, ang open pa lang no, Miss CJ, Sir Moan, Sir Joey, na ating main hub or main highway going to Baguio City is Marcos Highway, especially for our visiting tourists. And when they reach Baguio City, there at the Green Valley area, going Green Valley, there is where they will be meeting our handsome and pretty soldiers and policemen to assist them to process their triage. So yun na, yung dadalhin na sila doon sa naikwento sa atin ni CJ at ni Sir Mon doon sa Camp Janhay.
Nice. Okay. Thank you. Parang parang lumapit lalo yung Baguio nung sinabi mo coming from Naiya, coming from Clark. Ayan. So guys, wait lang. Yung mga na-excite dyan, tapusin niyo muna yung episode kung ano yung mga kailangan yung i-prepare bukod sa jacket. Now, guys, what can tourists expect naman when they reach Baguio? Meron bang mga bagong programs or amenities that you put in place, Sir Joey?
Hi. Actually, as of now, since we're taking baby steps po kasi in our hotel. So, in the interest of safety, we limited first the access of some of our facilities, especially the common areas, for example. So, for example, yung gym, siguro, since ngayon lang ulit kami mag-reopen eh. So, in the meantime, isasara muna namin and then we'll take it from there how it goes. we see if it's safe enough or whatnot, then we can open it again. Pero from what we see nga is we want to limit the access para it's safe for everyone. So when we say limit for everyone, siguro at this point parang per party basis. So kumbaga yung pamilya mo ganun or your whoever gaano kayo karami or whatnot. But the same party. This also holds true for our other facilities. For example, we have a library po kasi. So
Wow.
and then yung lobby. At this point, since medyo uncertain, we will try to discourage them to loiter dun sa mga facilities na to kasi yun nga medyo risky. So as much as possible, well, maganda naman yung kwarto and may lahat ng rooms namin may balcony. So
Ando na.
Yes, exactly. So para hindi na kayo bumaba.
Staycation galore. But you know what, Sir Joey, good news yan na meron kayong ganyang guidelines na pinaprovide. Kasi I think na-mention to sa previous episodes na carrying capacity should be one of the first things that we should know. Carrying capacity, maximum number of people na pwede lang sa isang lugar. And for me, parang kampante ako nung narinig ko yung sinabi nyo na baby steps kayo. Kesa naman, di ba, sa mga viewers natin, mas nakakakaba kapag parang walang paki yung hotel na parang sige lang, pasok lang, sige lang, tambay lang, mas nakakatakot yon. So, thank you for being honest, for letting us know. Like, para sa akin, yun yung hinahanap kong sagot. So, thank you, Sir Joey. How about the others? Meron bang bagong programs or amenities that you put in place by the time na dumating kami sa Baguio, Sir Nathan?
Here in Mines View Park Hotel, yes, most of our public areas naman like our restaurants and cafe are outdoors. So okay siya, kumbaga we can offer sa public since hindi naman totally enclosed. And yun nga, the same with Sir Joey na talagang baby steps sa lahat kasi para at least for our incoming guests to know na talagang safety yung pagstay nila dito sa Baguio City.
How can we balance naman supporting the campaign to bring back tourism and conservative personnel mobilization in high-density areas like Baguio, I believe? So what is the workforce structure in your specific hotels or places or schedule that you have in your organization? Para lang alam ng mga viewers natin. Diba? Kasi ako rin, ang nakikita ko lang, skeletal force, but we really don't know the POV perspective from you. Okay, let's start with Miss CJ.
All right, Miss Aya. Actually, that's a very good question. It's a very big responsibility for hoteliers like us to really ensure yung top priority kasi natin ngayon, yung safety and security of all people. You know, one lang yung shot natin sa earth, sabi nga nila. So we have to really focus our attention on how we could responsibly do things. So for us in Camp John Hay, I think we are very blessed because we have this very beautiful, surroundings here that you can do a lot of things already. You can walk, you can it's a bigger space compared to other areas. So Sir Mon and I are blessed with this environment in this area. And then for the mobility of tourists inside the camp, I think the security of John Hay Management Corporation is really into making things and the situation manageable. So talagang every Sunday, when we open the camp for families, sabi nga ni Sir Joey, he was mentioning, dapat sana isang group lang, bubble group lang, someone that you trust to be with. So even sa restaurant, at the Manor or kina Sir Joey sa Grand Sierra or kay Sir Nathan and our restaurant too, hindi ka makakapasok for now na wala pong reservation, especially during the weekend. They already asked us if we could reopen our buffet, but we're trying to remove that word the buffet word. So ngayon, pinalitan natin, we have to rephrase that into merienda all you can. And then, our target market for now, of course, mga locals. Kasi laging nagiging discussion yung sanity ng mga bata, ng pamilya. So I think weekend is a perfect, time for them to really go out. And we're just blessed that we have Camp John Hay. After eating, pwede silang maglakad-lakad inside the camp. But rest assured that the John Hay Management Corporation is ensuring yung safety, security, and health and overall wellness of all tourists coming in inside Camp John Hay.
Thank you po. When you say manageable, by how many % na decrease yung parang bilang ng staff? Ng staff na pwedeng nasa, let's say, on duty?
Kasi before, Miss Aya, we're at 100 plus employees. Sabihin na natin 110, including security guard, because Lemonade Hotel is just a boutique hotel. We only have 70 rooms. Now, ang aking skeletal workforce, 15 lang kami na naka-duty. So, kailangan multi-talented ka. Kailangan marunong ka maglinis, mag-serve ng food. So, talagang ang laki nung parang step on how sacrifices talaga. And one more thing, for the safety din lahat ng empleyado namin, lahat sila naka-in-house dito sa hotel. O di ba, bongga?
Nice. Yeah, bongga. Thank you, Miss CJ. Na-mention ni Miss CJ, guys, para sa mga viewers, na malaki ang sinasakripisyo ng mga staff. Sana tayo rin. Sana maging ganun tayo ka-responsable kung gaano kalaking effort yung binibigay ng ating mga guests at ng kanilang mga employees, di ba? Alright. How about you, Sir Joey? What can you say about how do we balance supporting the campaign to bring back tourism and the conservative personal mobilization in high-density areas like Baguio?
So, two things, no? The first thing, I want to add what Miss CJ mentioned about doing in the industry nga is we need to do more with less at this time. Since at one side, medyo takot yung mga tao. And then at the other side, since konti yung pumupunta, we need to, it's also business. We need to lessen our costs. So as staffers and employees, we need to do more. So kung dati, for example, kung F&B ka, ngayon baka minsan kailangan mo maglinis ng common area. Yung mga ganun pong halimbawa. And then, another thing is, actually, we had a meeting earlier with the managers. No? I was telling them, we have to look out for each other. Kasi this virus will makakalusot to sa atin kung may isang tao lang na maging careless, masisira yung buong sistema.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's everyone's individual responsibility to look out for each other and be responsible. In our case, kasi there were 3 things I told them. So one is obviously yung face mask. So yun, face mask, social distancing, and then lastly yung proper hygiene and hand washing. Kung meron man isa doon ng hindi mo nagawa ng tama, then you put yourself at risk, plus the people around you at risk. So kailangan all those 3 come together.
Thank you, Sir Joey. Ang ganda nung sinabi niyo na isang tao lang yung magkamali, patay na tayong lahat. And I think the goal of GPS-TV kasi talaga number 1 is to bring back the life of Philippine tourism industry para dun sa more than 40 million Filipino people na ang trabaho ay nasa tourism industry. And para to sa kanila, para sa atin na kailangan na rin bumiyahe, yung iba kasi essential travels din eh. So thank you for mentioning the 3 things na hanggang ngayon meron pa rin pasaway. Ay nako, but
yes.
Yeah, thank you. Diba? So thank you, Sir Joey, for bringing that up. How about you, Sir Jopet? What can you say about the workforce structure or schedule that you have in your organization right now?
Well, right now kasi, since most of our members, o actually lahat nga kami, and even our virtual tourists are at homes lang talaga, and we promote that they view or they experience this virtual tourism experiences that we offer at home lang talaga. Of course, like what Miss CJ has said, it's the safety kasi talaga. Yung
Ayan.
priority natin right now. And we, with Big Guides Philippines, Aya, we share the same purpose or objective with the GPS travel, that we would want all of our materials, our content, all our live virtual tourism experiences to bounce back with a physical visit or physical tours from our tourists. But of course, we also would want them to not just be a tourist by themselves. Yung typical na nagpapa-selfie, na nagpapa-groovy, di ba yun sila dati? Mass tourism is what Baguio was before. But right now, we help Baguio City promote this sustainable tourism that the city tourism and even the Department of Tourism and all our stakeholders would want to happen for Baguio City, which is sustainable tourism wherein, okay, konti nga lang yung mga turista. However, we would also want them to pay. Okay? Pay for this particular tourism product or tourism experience para it will help our tourism enterprises kick off as well para kikita rin sila. So they won't just, Aya, they won't just go to a restaurant na dahil gusto lang nila. But of course, with the help of a professional tourist guide, they would appreciate how valuable our enterprises offer. Like we have sa Lemonade, we have the strawberry champorado, diba?
Oh, wow.
With
Wow,
My Sweet
nice.
Park Hotel, we have strawberry sinigang, which is so sumptuous talaga, perfect for us. So these products are the top priority that we promote, part of what we promote for Baguio, for our virtual tourists to also experience whenever they go or visit Baguio City, once they are ready talaga. So
Thank
ganun
you.
namin sila
Yeah.
ini-entice, Aya.
Oo nga eh. With your innovations, thank you, Sir Jopet. Aside from the food, we have their virtual tours na napakaganda. So you must check that out, guys. Sir Mon, how about you? How can we balance, you think? How do you think we can balance supporting the campaign to bring back tourism and conservative personal mobilization in high-density areas like Baguio City?
Sa ngayon kasi, like, we try to adapt to the new normal in a lot of sense. From reservation point of view, ang ginagawa namin, ina-assist na namin yung mga bisita to go online. And then we have the e-concierge to help them. And then upon arrival, we try to meet them at the checkpoint para we take them directly or straight to the screening facilities. And then upon arrival, we make sure that they follow the protocols, that it should be in place. In fact, what we did now is to employ a safety protocol officer to ensure that all the safety precautions are adhered to by all guests. Sa capacity, right now we're at 50% capacity. However, the government
50?
Yeah, 50. We are allowed to operate at 50%. Pero there is a new announcement today na pwede na tayong mag 100% capacity. And in the restaurant, we only operate with 75% or 50% capacity as of today. So, ang tingin ko, yun yung paraan para makontrol natin muna yung mga tao while within the premises. In addition to the face mask and hygiene and sanitation, we included the use of face shield within the vicinity pagka nandito sila. And this is the role now of our safety protocol officer para siguraduhin na yung mga bisita is in compliance with our protocols.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Mon. Sir Mon, you've been a veteran hotelier, and as an experienced hotelier, what is your plan right now, we would like to hear from you. I'm sure sa ating mga viewers might be part of hotel and restaurant managements also. You might want to hear from sermon, mga business models, ideas, ganyan. So what is your target market and how do you plan to attract more guests?
Yeah. Well, right now kasi, in fact, timely dahil we are preparing our business plan for 2021.
Yes.
In the beginning, medyo off kami dahil sabi ko, how do we want to start? Mahirap dahil with the present situation. Pero as we go along, nag-reopen kami ng June. And it's a slow and gradual and sometimes mawalan ka na rin ng parang naubusan ka na rin ng pasensya. Sabi ko, kaya ba natin ito? Pero as we go along, we see a gradual increase in occupancy. Medyo pagka-weekend, nagkakaroon na rin ng bisita tayo. And then we try to focus on the local market, meaning from Baguio, during the weekdays, from Sunday to Thursday.
Sunday to Thursday.
Sunday to Thursday. Unti-unti, nakikita namin nag-pick up. And of course, kailangan mag-create ka ng activities within the hotel. Nagsimula na rin kami maglagay ng Christmas decorations, katulad ng lemonade. And then you have to create something para ang tao pumunta sa'yo. And of course, when we moving forward, kasi right now I am presenting two options. When we present our budget for next year, we would like to be yung slow opening. I think to be able to reach the 50% occupancy for next year is quite an achievement. Also considering na your rate cannot be the usual rate na dati natin ginagawa. It has to be, kasi that's the only time you can revive the economy or the business or drive the business. At the same time, create some activities in the hotel and how to promote Baguio in the new normal. Sabi ko nga dito when we were talking about it, to rebrand your property as safe and safety pagdating sa a safe environment to go to. Tingin ko yun ang unang basehan ngayon ng mga tao to come to you. And sabi nga ni CJ kanina, as it is, we have meron na kaming advantage because of what we have. Camp Tianhe is a destination. So we'll just try to be more aggressive on the marketing. Use all the social media tool to inform our guests what we have and what we promote. And mahirap ngayon dahil sabi ko nga, it's at the present condition, although sabi ng ating gobyerno, ng ating local government, si Mayor Magalong and the Department of Tourism is helping us a lot to revive the tourism. But again, there's a lot of legwork to put in place para things will happen naturally.
Extra effort lang on the safety protocols, diba?
That's
Tama
correct.
na dapat talaga sa mga viewers ngayon, I know here on GPS TV, we enjoy reminiscing our travels. We always hype the tourism industry right now in the new normal. But again, like our hashtag go safe, go travel. Safety is the first criteria talaga. Alam ko, enjoy tayo. Pero sana wag nating isiping KJ yun kapag nagpapaka-safety lang tayo, di ba? Nakikita ko si Sir Joey nodding kasi yun nga, hindi tayo KJ pag hindi, porket hindi nakamask. Kapag hindi nakamask, yun ang killjoy, di ba? Dapat ganun Pag hindi nag-physical distancing, yun yung mga killjoy. Kasi nag-worry kayo, parang, uy, medyo layo ka naman. Nawawala yung pagka-enjoy ko ng safety So, yeah, We all definitely agree here, Sir Mon. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. How about you, Sir Nathan? Ano po yung workforce structure nyo ngayon or schedule that you have in your organization in terms of workforce?
Yes, Miss Aya. For our workforce, talagang kailangan lahat multitasking. So naka-in-house din yung mga employees natin para at least safe sila. Just like Ma'am CJ din na talagang this time parang mafe-feel yung mga employees natin na wow, naka-check-in kami, naka-stay kami. But for the safety of our guests na din, para at least we can promote na hindi pa gala-gala or kung saan napupunta yung mga employees natin para at least safe din yung mga guests natin when they will stay here in Baguio City or at Minds Park Hotel. Actually, there are many reasons to stay or to visit here dito sa Baguio City, especially right now na mas gumanda yung mga parks natin dahil sa mga greeneries na nakikita. At the same time, marami na rin tayong mga bookings na nare-receive. Karamihan staycations, karamihan nagmo-move on. So natatawa na lang ako kasi when I ask my GSA, Guest Service Associate or reservation, isa lang yung mag-check-in, darating. Anong reason daw? Mag-staycation for moving on. Parang wow, Baguio City is really the place for moving on. Alam mo yung mga ganung marketing strategies natin. That's the reason why ang ginagawa namin, we're revising actually our marketing strategic planning. We revisit all the strategic planning na ginawa namin last year and we're preparing that for 2021. So also with our events, lately, last July, August, September, meron tayong mga intimate weddings. So talagang very limited. Imagine yung dati na 60 packs, nagiging 20 packs na lang, 30 packs na lang. Sa tingin ko, mas matipid pa lang magpakasal this time. Kasi kakunti lang yung bisita na pwedeng i-invite, which is good. And with that, we can assure na if our guest will stay here or pumunta dito sa Baguio City, nagtutulungan talaga kami lahat ng mga hoteliers na will give our best na dapat ma-ensure yung safety nila during their stay.
Thank you, Sir Nathan. Pero alam mo, naisip ko rin, yung mga intimate wedding, maganda rin eh. Kasi kayo-kayo lang.
Yes.
With the word itself, intimate. So, pero mas na-imagine ko na mas maganda nga kung sa Baguio nga siya ganapin with all the sceneries, libreng aircon. Thank you, Sir Nathan. And sana naka-move on na nga rin po yung mga nagstay sa inyo for moving on. So, moving on sa ating discussion. Ito, dahil nabanggit ni Sir Jopet kanina yung strawberry sinigang. Tatanungin ko naman ngayon muna kayo para sa mga hindi pa nakakarating ng Baguio sa ating viewers. Miss CJ, let's start with you. As with any traveler, food is one of the things that we're really looking forward to, di ba? Ako rin, yung talagang inaabangan ko. Ano po yung mga food delicacies that we should try in Baguio? Baka meron ding bago dyan.
Madami. Siyempre, uunahin ko na yung strawberry champurrado ni Lemonade Hotel. Sir Mon, hindi mo pa yata natitikman. Magkapit-bahay lang tayo. Pagdadalhan na lang po kita. Pero alam mo, Miss Aya, champurado, you should try that one. Alam mo, Miss Aya, nitong lockdown na to, nung pandemic, ang daming parang creative juices na lumabas sa utak ng mga tao, no? Yung iba, naging plantita, isa na ako doon. Yung iba, lumabas yung kanilang cooking skills. So lahat na ng creative stuff na pwedeng i-offer. Ngayon, ang online kasi, yung parang bumubuhay sa lahat ng tao. So ang daming creative ideas naglabasan. So doon mo makikita dapat dito nag-audition ng Pilipinas Got Talent. Diba?
I can only imagine. Oo, ang galing. Oo nga, kasi ngayon, di ba, ang daming naging sous chef, naging chef ngayong lockdown.
Lahat na ng flavor ng pandesal. May ube cheese pandesal, buko pandan pandesal. So lahat lumabas dito. Pero syempre, ang dapat nating itry sa Baguio is yung ating mga peanut brittle pa rin andun pa rin sila. Pero I think they're making some twist doon sa mga Baguio well-known delicacies. Even the taho, medyo may fusion na siya. So, I think Baguio is one of the best places to visit in terms of food talaga. And I really agree dahil even the other hoteliers na part ng meeting na to, I think they came up with different, ano, kasi you have to redesign everything eh. Kasi
True.
wala namang template talaga itong COVID na to eh. Walang lahat, kailangan i-discover mo lahat ng means on how to really survive. So because of this pandemic, nagkaroon tayo ng additional survival instinct. And I think that's one thing that we in Baguio City should be really proud of. Hashtag, talagang kailangan maging creative, maging flexible, and we have to live with the virus talaga.
Talagang napipiga yung creativity natin this pandemic. Sir Mon, kayo po, through time, ano po yung pinakamagandang fusion of delicacy na nakita nyo sa Baguio na we should try?
Well, aside from the champorado ni CJ, see, our restaurant is run by Chef Billy King. And nakikita ko dito, mas nag-concentrate siya sa mga Filipino dishes. And he's trying a new Filipino dishes na and sa tingin niya will be good for the Filipino taste. Kasi the majority of our guests are coming from the Philippines. Kukunti naman dito pupunta na foreign guests. 90% of our business is domestic.
Wow.
So ang kasunduan namin is to really create some dishes na would suit to the palate of the Filipinos.
Ano po yung
mga sinigang, kaya lang ginagawa niya ng ibang character yung sinigang. I'm not really familiar with it kasi ang restaurant namin, as I said, is run by Billy King.
Okay. Something that you've tried, pwedeng hindi sa restaurant nyo, just something that your favorite fusion that we should try.
Right now, kasi I don't go around too much because of this COVID.
Okay lang.
Hindi ako masyado nakakapasyal within Baguio, so I'm medyo nandito lang ako sa hotel eh. I mean, bahay-hotel lang ang pinupuntahan ko. So I really, aside from, kasi ngayon, like yung New Town Plaza, they offer this merienda buffet, like them when I open to public. When I go out, I just go to a Japanese restaurant. Yeah.
Alright.
Pagdadalhan ko siya, Miss Aya, bukas. Para matikman na ni Sir Mon, promise yan. Sir.
Para meron na siyang na fusion. How about you, Sir Jopet? Ano yung favorite food na fusion na we should try?
Well, I would always say talaga that it's the strawberry champorado of lemonade and strawberry sinigang. I don't know why I keep on recommending that to my tourists, to most of our tourists. Kasi for me, it's really the tatake or the trademark of the Baguio food. Kasi it's really here lang makikita. I don't know with some other cities, but lately, you know what, Ayaw, like what Sir Mon has said, I also love that one na in-offer ni Newtown, yung kanilang buffet or unlimited, ano ba to? Merienda. Well, I was surprised because it's not the typical experience. They also have this envelope that they will be giving to you. Tapos all your mass shall be placed inside the envelope. So while you're eating, your mass should be put inside an envelope. And then, kung before, the diners would have to get their food, diba? They have to stand and get their food doon sa mga display ng mga food. Now, I was surprised. We were all surprised kasi nga it's the waiter na yung magdadala ng pagkain. So, giving another or added comfort to the diners. However, this will add naman more work to our to our tourism frontline, especially nga dun sa restaurant, kasi they need not just to give the food. However, sila rin yung talagang mag-aasikaso sa mga 100%. So yung safety talaga ay mararamdaman mo even before you go inside. And I think this process is adopted naman by all of our tourism enterprises, all our hotels and our lodges kasi ngayon mas stricto sila Aya. So if you visit Baguio City, I think you will end up being surprised as well na medyo stricto. But again, like what Miss CJ has said, this is for the safety talaga. This is for our tourists. Pero with the food, I cannot take away my favorite strawberry champorado and strawberry sinigang of Mysore Park Hotel.
Pero alam niyo po, Sir Jopet, the stricter, the better. For me pag magta-travel
Agree.
talaga ako, kakabahan ako pag hindi stricto yung lugar. Parang, hala, paano kung yung iba hindi responsable, di ba? Dahil dyan, nabanggit nyo ang strawberry champorado at ang strawberry sinigang. Ngayon, viewers ating Facebook at YouTube, ang demo kung paano gumawa ng strawberry sinigang. So now, moving forward, tanongin naman natin si Sir Nathan kung ano ang kanyang food and delicacies na marirecommend sa ating lahat. Sir Nathan.
Yes, Miss Aya. Here at Mines View Park Hotel, we have the Zen's Bar and Restaurant, which we can offer our strawberry cuisines or strawberry delicacies. So, laging hinahanap, especially our guests from Metro Manila, from even foreign guests, yung strawberry sinigang natin, which is fusion kasi siya. I'm sure guys, you are familiar with bulanglang from Pampanga. Siyempre, ang galing magluluto ng mga mahal nating kaibigan ng Kapampangan, which is we have the bulanglang and we have our own version din na not the same but almost the same kasi instead of using bayabas doon sa bulanglang nila, we're using strawberries. Wow. And also our strawberry chicken pork adobo. We have also that.
Wow.
So it's a fusion.
Strawberry
yes, talagang
chicken pork adobo.
Yes. Which is talagang yung mga adobo lovers, yun usually hinahanap nila sa amin kasi they want to try yung twist with the flavor of strawberries. Yan. And then we created also another one which is our strawberry lava pancake. Kasi mga kids kasi na nagstay sa amin, they're looking for something na pancake pero flavor is strawberry. So we created a new one that is what we call the strawberry lava pancake. And it's very yummy. Hinahanap-hanap ng mga kids talaga. So usually kasi sa mga guests natin, may family getaways package kami, which is karamihan sa mga kids, yun yung ino-order nila sa amin.
And kahit nga po adult, gaya ko, parang natatakam din ako eh.
Yes. Actually, favorite ko din siya. Kaya yun ang ino-order ko lagi for snacks, yung strawberry lava pancake. And also, we serve also red rice coffee. So, lahat kasi na nagkakape, parang minsan ayaw ko mag-coffee kasi because of the caffeine content. So ngayon, nag-create kami ng red rice coffee from Kalinga. So we roasted it and then kami na yung gumagawa talaga, nakapackage din siya where you can buy here at Mines View Park Hotel. So karamihan kasi parang they're not familiar with red rice coffee na kahit nakaka 10 cups ka in a day, hindi ka kakabahan. Kumbaga, hindi ka na-nervousin because caffeine-free siya. Yes. So yun yung mga binibenta na rin namin online, yung sa red rice coffee namin, nakapakete rin sila. And karamihan sa bumibili sa atin are mga senior citizens. Kasi nga, syempre, takot silang mag-coffee na baka nervousin ako or something na may mangyari. So,
kasi diba alam ko ang normal coffee hanggang 8 cups a day? Correct me if I'm wrong. So ito, 10 cups a day. Thank you, Sir Nathan. Diba, from breakfast sa champorado hanggang main course, adobo, sinigang, fusion with strawberry, hanggang sa inumin. How about you, Sir Joey? Ano naman yung, for you, marirecommend mo sa amin na delicacies from Baguio City?
Actually, may favorite no is yung breads namin sa hotel. So we have different varieties, but ako personally pinaka-favorite ko talaga yung ube bread and banana bread namin.
Wow.
Now, we don't really have any strawberry fusion, but just to add, no, besides the bread and our na gusto ko talagang ginawa nilang fusion sa restaurant namin is bugnay sangria.
Wow.
So,
Can
if
you
you're
explain
familiar
to us?
with bugnay,
Yeah.
parang siyang sort of red wine. Ayun. So, yung bugnay, parang siyang red wine, although a bit more on the sweet side. And then, sangria, yung mga chopped fruits. So, in-incorporate nila yun dun sa bugnay. Masarap siya. But also, word of caution, baka pag napasobra, baka maging ano rin siya.
Okay lang,
May tama,
naka-check-in naman dyan sa hotel ninyo, kaya walang problema yan kahit ma-tipsy tayo after uminom. Anyway, parang natatakam na ako, di ba? From breakfast to main course, to kape, to cocktails, meron tayong hinandog para sa ating mga viewers. So now, don't go anywhere because Safe Getaways will be back after this short break.
There's so many memories with family, playing, surrounded by pine trees. It's really the experiences that we remember.
Magandang Baguio! I am Adrian Fernandez and I'm one of the DOT accredited tour guides here in the city. So really, there are a lot of things that you can rediscover here in our city. You can breathe in nature, breathe in inspiration, you can breathe in creativity, and even the culture. So we can't wait to see you again here. I know with this pandemic, you've been longing for travel, no? Travels outside your respective places. And I know for sure that Baguio is always in your priority list. So we can't wait to see you and tour you around our beloved city.
Lumabas po kami para po makapag-unwind at saka makita mo yung mga panibagong struktura na meron kaya.
Sa panahon ngayon kasi, kailangan ng dumagsa or dumating dito ng turismo dahil kasi di ba bumagsak na yung ekonomiya ng Baguio. At the same time, nahihirapan din yung mga ibang lokal dito kasi yun lang yung kinabubuhay nila and sarado. Sa ngayon, okay na siya, nag-open na siya, pero dapat meron tayong mga protocol na sinusunod.
Mabuhay! Welcome back. You're still with me, Aya Fernandez, your online travel buddy, and you're watching GPS TV. We are still on the topic of Baguio on the rise, and now we're going to talk about the new ways of promoting and experiencing the local tourism in the newly reopened Baguio. Everyone, I wanted to start with Miss CJ. What were the preparations you have made to make this much awaited comeback? Especially now na months na.
Okay, so before June 15, we have to really get all the safety requirements coming, of course, from IATF, DOT. So medyo madugo din yung kailangan namin changes na kailangan i-apply sa new normal. It was really challenging and yung medyo costly siya, no, Sir Mon and other GMs. But since we have to really embrace this new normal, we didn't have a choice but to really ensure yung safety. And we have to be very responsible reopening, the city for tourism. And we are very proud here in Baguio because we are the pilot city. So because of that, I think we had that parang model type of city wherein we have to do it right so that other areas in the Philippines and maybe in the world will be able to get ideas from our beloved city of Baguio. So I think it's always a collaboration of all agencies and of course the residents of Baguio as well. Napakalakas kasi nung power of residents din in Baguio. So I think the LGU should work hand in hand with the community as well. So there are so many challenges along the way, but sabi nga ni Sir Mon kanina, we have to do it gradually. For me, I have to do it responsibly, and I have a family to take good care of. So I have to protect myself when going home as well. So I think those small steps that we did before we open and until now that, Baguio is always the favorite destination in the Philippines. And I think a lot of tourists like you, Aya, is really dying to really be here in the city to feel, Baguio vibe. And this Burr month, ang dami na ring queries, no? Not only from, Lemonade Hotel, I think other hotels as well. Kaninang umaga nga, when we check yung December bookings namin, medyo kinakabahan kami kasi nga kung 50% capacity pa lang and we have regular guests to host every December because Christmas became a family thing when you speak about Baguio City. But we have to really make it safe, make it step-by-step process.
Kung ako turista, hindi ako umabot din sa 50% ng Baguio. Okay lang. Hanap ng ibang lugar, di ba? Tapos balik tayo ng Baguio pag pwede na. Kesa naman ipupush mong pumunta ng Baguio, kamusta naman yung health situation? Thank you, Miss CJ. How about you, Sir Mon? Could you give us some of the preparations that you have, like mga specific and concrete actions that you made? Kahit name a few.
Well, because we are promoting Baguio as the safe haven. And with that, as mentioned, the health protocol should be in place. We promote local tourism. We would like to promote local tourism. In fact, we were in touch with some of the travel agents, and we offer tours, pero on a limited capacity. For instance, we have the Halloween coming. We prepared for a fright tour. I don't know if you heard about Anton Abrile. He's a good tour guide who does that most of the time. And then we also do historical tour, but as I said, limited number for eight persons. We create a package.
One of the preparations that you made is to prepare a way where the tour will be in a limited number of people, pero same experience. Parang same yung feels, ganon. Thank you, Sir Mon. How about you, Sir Nathan?
Here at Mindsview Park Hotel, we see to it talaga na everything is okay, everything's in place. So just like additional room amenities natin, we added yung mga sanitation kits, like yung mga alcohols, yung mga basic na kailangan talaga natin, even mask and others. So nadagdagan talaga yung room cost natin. However, this time siguro it's time to to give back sa mga clients natin, sa mga guests natin, regular guests natin na laging pumupunta dito sa mga establishment natin, especially here in Baguio City. So, yun yung gusto kasi natin i-implement na sana lahat ng mga establishment will follow also yung strictly protocols natin pagdating sa sanitation and hygiene. If we can give it for free, kasama na sa room cost nila yung mga mas natin, other facilities that we can offer also para at least mas mainggan yung mga guests natin to come up here in Baguio City.
That's good. Para kung maubos man yung dala nilang alcohol, merong naka-reserve.
Yes.
How about you, Sir Joey? What were the preparations that you have made to make this much-awaited comeback?
So, ayun, as mentioned, we added other amenities sa room. So, for example, yeah, the face mask, alcohol, and then we added na rin yung, actually parang grooming kit na nga siya eh. So, standard na po siya sa mga rooms. Now, in terms of other things, I think what we really want to enforce now is yung one aspect of safety is the social distancing. Kasi, well, by culture, mga Pilipino malapit sa isa eh. So, for now, we have to put it in a sort of force it in the back seat first. So, in this case, yung lobby namin, yung furniture namin, we rearranged it para mas may distansya and mas konti yung tao.
That's good.
Yes.
Mas minimal yung mga makikita nating furnitures, mga ganun. Is that what you meant?
Correct. And then, to add then, part din kasi ng safety is actually, yung laging sinasabi sa studies is proper ventilation. So moving forward, siguro we'll add more standing fans or industrial fan in this case, just to keep the air flowing. That actually reduces the risk of the virus from spreading.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sir Joey. How about you, Sir Jopet? Can you share some or in addition to what they've mentioned, mga concrete actions na pinrepare niyo for this much-awaited comeback ng Baguio?
Well, as V-Guides Philippines naman, Aya, we've been always helping our tourism enterprises, our sites, to be promoted not just here in the Philippines. Kasi ang advantages kasi, isa sa mga advantages ng tourism experiences that we do is, though we do it live, for real time, and kasi we want an interaction talaga, live interaction with our participants or with our audience, we can now promote the Philippines or Baguio City, not just here in the Philippines, but even globally, all around the globe na talaga. Kasi we also have virtual tourists from different parts of the world. Yun naman yung kagandahan, and we're now reaching a bigger audience. Yun yung isa sa mga goals kasi niya. Kaya happy yung mga B-Guides natin to also be part of this, kasi it's not just, of course, the hotel, or it's not just the site, it's not just the strawberry sinigang or the strawberry champorado that we are promoting, but also the role of the tourist guides right now, kasi we are actually jumping on to giving the actual experience doon sa physical guiding into helping our travel agents, our travel agencies promote, para nagiging marketing na kami, nagiging travel agents na rin kami through this platform or through this innovation. With our programs, next week we have a series of live virtual tours. So on October 29, we will be having this Philippines Highlands to Islands, wherein we will be having this live virtual tour of Baguio City, of the Sea of Clouds, and at the same time, we'll be going down to the best islands of the Philippines. So it will be an hour live virtual tour with some of our live virtual tourists, not just from Baguio City, because we have 5 virtual tourists. We have Shekinah, Adrian, Grail, Maki, who are all part of Blessed or the Baguio Guides here in Baguio. But we will also be collaborating with some of our V Guides from Cebu, Iloilo, Bicol, and Bohol. So it's one of the most awaited live virtual tour, Aya, and for our GMs here who are with us, please do join us. And another, Aya, sorry if I would just want to add, apart from October 29, we also have this dark tourism in the Philippines on October 31. So again, it is live. It's something different kasi, Aya. We don't do a recorded one, but we do it live. Though some of our visuals are recorded, but the purpose is really to come up with an interaction, live interaction with our tourists. So this October 29 and 31st, will be a bigger stage, because we won't just be catering 100 virtual tourists, but we are expecting 500 virtual tourists. We will be using Zoom then, Aya.
Dahil dyan, saan po namin pwedeng makita para sa ating mga viewers? Saan namin pwedeng tignan yan, yung event na yan? Para saan namin pwedeng i-like, i-follow?
Yeah, please do like or like and share our Facebook page, V Guides PH. or you may also see our schedule at Galvez All In Travel on Facebook as well. So there, you may now see our lineup. And tomorrow then we'll be having a live virtual tour of one of the unique accommodations then here in Baguio City, which is Tudor in the Pines. So you may also join that. It's most of our virtual tourism experiences are free, Aya. That's our help na kasi to the industry. But we also encourage din kasi some of our tourism stakeholders to also help our tourist guides because we do it professionally eh. That's also the reason why last September, I and Sir Nathan here with Mines View Park Hotel have partnered I have partnered with them to come up with this month-long live virtual tour about Baguio. So all Saturdays, hinost kami ng View Park Hotel. And after that, kasi it's a fundraising event wherein we were able to buy 10 sacks of rice aya that we have given to our displaced guides in Baguio City. So yung story niya makita niyo rin sa Facebook page. So these are some of the projects and or tours or schedule that we are doing, and hopefully Miss CJ here of Lemonade, Sir Mon, and even Sir Joey here, of course Sir Nathan who's always been supporting us, would also be able to may also consider partnering with us hopefully soon for us to also come up with this similar or common objective of bringing our tourists safe once our borders are well, once we welcome our tourists na rin.
Napakaganda nun, Sir Jopet. Kasi alam natin na yung Panagbenga Festival, yun yung isa sa mga inaabangan natin ngayon eh. Ngayon, meron tayong mga panibago ulit na aabangan. Pero this time, virtual tours. But for sure, the experience is very much different. And also, nabanggit niyo yung collaborations. Here in GPS TV kasi, collaborations is the key, di ba? Yun ang ating isa sa mga innovations dito sa GPS TV bilang yung ilan sa inyo, ngayon lang din nag-meet. And modern bayanihan, ika nga, di ba? Content creators, tourism industry leaders, and experts, LGUs. Baka pwede rin magkaroon ng V-tours, virtual tours sa mga hotels. Pwede ba yun? Possible collab ba yan? Yun, no? Nag-nod sila. So guys, abangan natin yan, ha? So sama-sama natin talaga dapat isulong at iangat ang ating turismo. Thank you, Sir Jopet.
Thank you.
Can someone discuss about the Baguio Creative City Festival 2020? And how can we combine the virtual and physical creative expressions of the Baguio local artists?
Itong November 6, nag-relaunch yung being the UNESCO Creative City through the leadership of Ms. Venus Tan. Gagawin ulit yung Baguio Festival. This will be November 6 to the whole month of November until the 30th. Wherein dito, inipon niya ulit yung mga artists like on wood crafts, weeds, and even garden, and promote nila on virtual viewing. And in fact, it will be launched on November 6. Kasi being parang the way to resume economic and by inducing activities within the city, and see Miss Venus being with the Department of Tourism and Tourism Board Promotion, sisimulan niya ulit ito, and this was approved by the local government.
Yeah.
So it's a way to showcase arts and artisans of Baguio City.
Wow.
Let me add lang dun sa sinabi ni Sir Mon, Aya, no? So, like what Sir Mon has said, this would be the third run na of the Baguio Creative City Festival, no? And kasi ang Baguio City, for the benefit of our viewers sa GPS, Baguio City, sabi nga ni Sir Mon kanina, was has been declared as one of the UNESCO's creative cities. So this is a circuit of cities around the globe. For now, we have more than 70 cities na under this UNESCO creative city. So sabi rin kanina kasi ni Miss CJ, di ba, Baguio City is a home of creative people. So this will reflect how creative our people, our Baguio people are here in the city. And we will be celebrating that this November, of course, to emphasize the resilience and creativity of local artists and artisans painting a picture of hope and inspiring community. But not just a community, Aya, no, but also for the benefit of our participants, a community in a positive perspective while looking forward for a brighter tomorrow in the midst of a pandemic. Kasi I know even I myself was so down kahit nung March, April, May was so down
Kahit
because of the
lahat
pandemic.
naman, oo.
Yeah. So this one, it aims really to add up positivity or optimism among all the participants or the participating organizations for this particular gathering happening on November 6th. So
Uy,
it would be a
ganda.
bigger a bigger event Aya this time. Right, Sermon?
Kinikilabutan ako, aabangan namin yan. And kasi, di ba, sinasabi nga nila, bukod sa pagkain, makikita mo yung storya ng tao sa pamamagitan ng sining, di ba, ng isang lugar.
Yeah.
At abangan namin yan. Ngayon naman, I'd like to ask you guys, in line with GPS TV's mission to promote go safe, go travel mindset, how can tourists practice mindful and responsible traveling in the summer capital of the Philippines? Let's start with Sir Joey. How can we practice mindful and responsible traveling?
Okay. First of all, I think the most important is follow the local guidelines and ordinances. So, pag may sinabing ganito dapat yung gawin mo or bawal or kailangan mag-social distancing tayo.
Yes.
I think that's the very first step. We need everyone's cooperation on both ends. So both on us, the tourism industry, and both with the tourists. So if we work hand in hand, then I think we should have minimal problems.
Yes, true. Thank you, Sir Joey. How about you, Sir Nathan?
Yes, Miss Aya. Please always get a copy kung ano man yung mga latest update na galing sa IATF, and also doon sa mismong Facebook page ng City Government of Baguio, which is syempre social media lahat ng gamit natin. They just like the page, and then makikita nila lahat ng update, mga latest update about the newest update kung anong mga kailangan gawin, kailangan sundin, para at least ma-lessen natin yung mga problems para maiwasan natin, and we'll bounce back to normal soon. Hoping talaga magiging okay na at babalik na tayo sa normal, at makakabalik na rin yung mga clients natin na gustong-gusto nang umakyat dito sa Baguio.
Thank you, Sir Nathan. Kayo naman, Sir Jopet, how can we practice a mindful and responsible traveling? Bukod dun sa mga nabanggit nilang dalawa.
Well, I totally agree with what Sir Zoe and Nathan have said, no. But more than those, kasi I would say promoting mindful and responsible traveling kasi would also kumbaga bounce to the help of our tourism stakeholders. You know, our tourism enterprises are ready. Okay, they are all trained to now welcome our tourists. The Department of Tourism has been working round the clock to really make our hotels, our lodging, our restaurants are ready sa pagdating ng mga turista natin. And we are all excited because it's not just hundreds or thousands, but millions would really want to travel. But traveling would take responsibility naman talaga. Because right now, our tourist is shifting na from this mass tourism or mass traveling to a sustainable one. Yes. Wherein I would say our tourists or our travelers would have to, number one, support local, where by supporting our, of course, tourism enterprises, you eat, you experience to our local enterprises or establishment. At the same time, you tour not just with your own, but you tour with a licensed tour guide. Diba? For you to appreciate more of what Baguio City can offer, I think Miss CJ, Sir Mon, Sir Joey, and Nathan would definitely agree to me that the role of the tourist guides are being recognized, especially right now that we are
Yes.
in the most challenging time. So please do consider traveling, roaming around the city with the help of the tourist guides. And of course, sabi nga ni Sir Joey kanina, you always have to follow regulations kasi these regulations are for you naman or for the tourists that we will be welcoming here in the city. So uulit-ulitin namin yun kahit makulitan kayo sa amin, talagang we will be very strict to that because this is for your own safety, for you to also enjoy more of what we can offer to you. Not just the city, but Lemonade, as yung organization nila, Sir Mon, lahat kami dito, we'll be very happy to welcome you. But of course, with your support and help na rin. So you do have to consider these things para will have this memorable experience in the City of Pines.
Maraming salamat, Sir Jopet. Habang nagsasalita kayo, naisip ko lang, sana talaga guys, yung mga viewers ngayon dito, what they're saying is very promising. It's very thrilling and exciting to hear. At sana, ganun din yung naramdaman nyo as much as I did. Kaya sana talaga walang bawal ang pasaway. Ayan, 2020 na guys, hindi na uso ngayon ng pasaway. Hindi na yan cool. So, 'di ba? Before tayo mag-pack ng bags, talagang preparation is the key. How about you, Miss CJ? How can we practice mindful and responsible traveling in Baguio?
Okay, so magte-thank you lang ako sa mga unang nagsalita na, no? Parang nandun na lahat eh. It's all summarized. But for me, I would like to really take on to the sustainability thing that Sir Jopet has mentioned. And then for me naman, it's all about, it always boils down to responsibility. When you want to be safe and you want others to be safe, you have to be responsible about yourself first.
Siyempre,
Number one,
yan lagi sa sarili.
Yes, number one, you have to keep yourself healthy.
Yeah.
And then, magiging mindful ka talaga. Repeat ko lang yung sinabi ni Sir Joey, ni Sir Nick. You have to be in the know. You have to be updated. Kasi kung hindi ka updated, hindi ka nakikinig sa mga balita, wala kang pakialam sa community. So kailangan makialam ka in a very positive and responsible way. And I think, again, Miss Aya, you have to start it responsibly. So yun lang.
Thank
For yourself muna.
How about you, Sir Mon? How can we practice a mindfulness?
In fact, I stick to that. Being responsible, be a responsible traveler. If you have the symptoms, do not travel. That's the rule of the game. And by wearing face mask, face shield, frequent washing of hands, it will really help to avoid contaminations.
Sa ating mga viewers ngayon, sana wag tayong maging tourists. Rather, we become travelers. Huwag tayong maging turista sa sarili nating bayan. Uunahin natin ang safety protocols. And sana, we discover more about our roots, our culture, as we get to travel to Baguio. Pero again, bago nga natin mapag-aralan yan, bago natin makilala ang sarili nating bayan, kailangan safe nga muna tayo. So, ayun, before we all go, can I encourage our guests kayo po to do the GPS TV move. So, madali lang yan. When I say, always remember to, ganito po tayo, hashtag, yan. Hashtag, go safe, go travel. And then, go Philippines. Ganon. Go Philippines, soar high.
Soar high.
Yon. Okay, let's go. Before we go, kaming lahat dito from the City of Pines reminding everyone to hashtag
Hashtag
Go safe,
Go safe.
go safe,
go travel,
Go
go
travel.
travel,
and go Philippines.
Go Philippines.
Philippines.
Soar high.
Soar high.
Hey, solid. Mabuhay po kayo lahat. Maraming salamat, Miss CJ, Sir Mon, Sir Nathan. Yung masarap niyo pong strawberry sinigang, Sir Nathan, Sir Jopet, and Sir Joey. Thank you so much. Mabuhay
Thank
po
you.
kayo. And God bless you always. Thank you so much, everyone who joined on the conversation. And that was truly a value-adding experience for all of us here and for all of you there watching via Facebook and YouTube. Thank you also for Hotel Sales and Marketing Association, the Department of Tourism, and the Tourism Promotions Board. Sana marami kayong natutunan gaya ko at nalaman tungkol sa safe and mindful traveling. Hindi lang kayo talaga yung nag-iisa sa mundo, guys. Kaya talagang sumunod tayo sa protocols, di ba? Always plan your trips and consider the health situation of your family, your resources, and the location you're going to. Syempre, on top of strict medical protocols yan, so that everyone can safely enjoy, including the rest of the people around you. This episode, we redefined KJ. KJ, kapag di ka talaga sumusunod, talaga lang naman. At talagang may papakita natin ang bayanihan sa pamamagitan ng pagiging mapagmatsyag na manlalakbay. Again, huwag tayo mag-isa sa sarili nating bayan. We first have to #go safe, go travel, go safe before you go travel. Until the next flight, this has been your online travel buddy, Aya Fernandez. Watch out for more episodes and see you again here only on GPS TV. Go Philippines, soar high. Mabuhay po sa inyong lahat.